Hey everybody, I am here to bake with you. What is the difference between Betty Crocker and Duncan Hines? We're about to find out. Boxed cakes are something that I like to use if I have a more complicated cake recipe that I'm going to try. So if I'm just going to make a simple chocolate cake with the cake batter and the frosting, I'll probably make it from scratch just to make it a little bit more special. But if I'm going to make something that might have some cookie dough pieces in it or some homemade brownie chunks, then I'll likely stick with the cake box mix because I'm lazy. Okay, we're just gonna dive right into this. We're gonna make the Duncan Hines cake first, and then we will move on to the Betty Crocker, and we'll do a little bit of a taste test. So I know you can't taste it from where you are, but I'll be able to let you know if it's any different. There are a lot of hacks that you can use to turn a regular boxed cake mix into something a little bit better, but today we're just going to use the instructions that are on the box so that we get the flavor that each brand is hoping that we get. I'll do a different video later explaining some of the cake hacks that you can use. I think that they work, but again, it would be better to test what the box says versus what the hack says and see if there is an actual difference. I'm going to be testing the Devil's Food recipe for each brand. Pretty standard chocolate cake. For the Duncan Hines cake recipe, you need 3 large eggs, 1 cup of water, and 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I've also greased the pans that I'm going to use, and I put some parchment paper on the bottom because I find that it helps the cakes come out easier. Cake in a bag! So for boxed cakes, I usually just hand mix. I can use the standing mixer if I feel like getting it, but today we're just gonna hand mix it because it's pretty simple. It says to mix it for 1 minute on slow and then 2 minutes on medium. I just mix it like as fast as I want until the chunks come out and it's a smooth cake. Patting the pan on your counter will help the bubbles come up. Okay, so we're just gonna throw this one in the oven and wait for about 25 minutes. Duncan Hines is done. The Betty Crocker cake mix calls for 1 1/4 cups of water or milk. I'm going to use water because that's what I used for Duncan Hines. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil and 3 eggs. So a little bit different. Once again, we're hand mixing slowly to begin with. Make sure it's all incorporated. I will say so far that I think because of the amount of water that's in this mix, it does become a lot smoother faster. So it's easy to get the chunks out. So many bubbles. Once again, the Betty Crocker goes in for 25 minutes, so I'll check back in with you soon. Betty Crocker's done. So here's the side by side. Very similar so far. Let's let them sit for a bit and then we'll do our test. All right, both cakes are ready to dig into. On my left, I have the Duncan Hines, and on my right, I have the Betty Crocker. So in terms of texture, the Duncan Hines is a lot smoother. It's a little bit crunchier, like it has a bit of a crispy outside edge to it. The Betty Crocker is a little bit more dimpled. and it's soft all throughout. So, I don't know, but let's taste. All right, so I'm just gonna cut a little bit out of the middle of each one. I generally cut the top off of cakes anyway, just to level them out, so it won't affect the cake when I'm finished making it. Chocolate. Okay, that was a Duncan Hines. There is a bit of a difference, and the Betty Crocker just has a much better consistency. In terms of taste, the Duncan Hines cake is a little bit saltier, I think. So again, I think that the Betty Crocker wins overall. Betty Crocker all the way. It's a little dickly, but that's nothing that icing can't fix. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to see more, please feel free to do so. I want to do a lot more videos like this, and definitely a lot of videos with original recipes because I much prefer to do those over boxed things. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!